miles from New Buffalo to right here in Detroit.
That's a full vacation right there.
Yes, it is.
Organizers say shoppers can find everything from antiques and collectibles to garden produce and even homemade jam. Vendors will be set up from Friday to Sunday. We have a link to a map on the garage sale on our website.
Well, hopefully the weather will be nice the first weekend of September because the Michigan State Fair making a comeback.
Yeah, last year most of the events were virtual, but this year the fair will be in person. The fun kicking off soon. We're going to go to Dave Llewellyn now. Coming up for Action News at 6. We'll see you back here.
All new tonight, widespread damage across Metro Detroit, severe storms taking down trees and power lines, the growing number of power outages, and the threat of severe weather in the coming hours. And new concern for flood victims, how many have made claims and what they are now learning. Plus the alarming discovery at Metro Airport and why this may be part of a growing trend. It's all new tonight when you join us for 7 Action News at 6.
Will do.
Wrong and the thousands of damage claims filed. Mail delays and disruptions.
Mail is already slow, that'll slow it up worse.
The reason service is about to get even slower, what it means for you, and how much the cost of a stamp is going up. Strong storms.
If you're in a motorcycle accident, the results can be catastrophic. Not just your injuries, the amount of your settlement if you choose the wrong law firm. Hurt on a bike? Call Mike. 855-MIKE-WINS.
I couldn't breathe at all. There was lots of talk about putting me on a ventilator. I thought I was gonna die. I was 39 weeks pregnant and had a scheduled C-section. During that time, I got
strewn about. It's more of the same in Milan, where snapped and uprooted trees litter the front yard of homes, many falling just feet from homes and cars. It's no surprise Metro Detroiters are also reporting down power lines and flickering transformers like one in Berkeley sent to us by a viewer. Right now, DTE crews are working to get hundreds of thousands of residents back on the grid after strong winds knocked out power to homes across Metro Detroit. In fact, more than 403,000 people in our area are in the dark right now. So let's get right to meteorologist Mike Taylor, who's tracking it all. It's been a very busy afternoon. And Mike, possible threats still looming out there this evening.
Yes, that's right. This was just round one. I hate to say that, especially if you were hit with that first round that came through of some of the wind gusts. Here's a look at the radar showing that what's left of the rain, the light rain's moving off towards the east. Skies are going to be clearing up. A few of us might actually squeeze out a nice sunset. But as far as the winds that came through Metro Detroit, 60-mile-per-hour winds around the Waterford, Pontiac area, even down just north of Adrian, 70-mile-per-hour winds. The Mount Clemens area, 75-mile-per-hour winds. And these are just the reports. Winds could have been even stronger, and we could have had more locations that experienced these same type of winds that came through. That's why we have so many power outages across Metro Detroit, and so many trees are down, and reports are still coming in. It's hard to get away with no damage at all when you have those types of winds coming through Metro Detroit. Here's a look at the next line that we're going to be tracking. We're still under this risk of severe weather. This is round two. This arrives late tonight. In fact, we're going to be here all night for you in case we get additional warnings, so just be aware of that. Temperature-wise, no relief in sight if you lost power, unfortunately. Temps hold in the 80s. Real field numbers are going to be in the upper 80s, so we're not done with the heat just yet either. So coming up, we'll talk about more storms on the way and more heat to come. I'll let you know when things finally settle down with the heat and the storms coming up in that full forecast.
Doing a great job, Mike. We appreciate that. As temperatures rise and we face the possibility of more severe weather here in Metro Detroit, make sure you download the free 7 app. You can track storms with 7 First Alert radar right down to your neighborhood. Very handy thing to have. As we move along, the impact of flooding from previous storms forced a change at the top of the Great Lakes Water Authority. Chief Executive Sue McCormick is now out. She resigned after major sewer backups in June and was in no mood to talk with our Jim Kurtzner during her last day on the job. But more people are telling the authority very personal and painful stories of backups in their basements. Jim has been on this from the very beginning and has the latest for us tonight.
More people unloading on the Great Lakes Water Authority. This woman lives on the east side, saying the June sewage backup was overwhelming.
With a force so strong that it blows a washing machine in the air.
And in tears, she said she can't afford to replace her basement appliances, including her hot water tank.
I gotta go and get bath water from Lowe's to put in a water dispenser to get hot water. Because y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to do.
Since June 26, we've been showing you the shocking pictures of streets flooded, basements flooded, with thousands of people on the east side of the city and the Grosse Pointes. Hundreds of millions in damage. Heavy rain fell, but Great Lakes Water Authority pumps failed to drain sewer systems.
We do not ever sign up to have our basements used as a retaining center for when you can process the sewage.
Water Authority board member Gary Brown also runs the City of Detroit system. He says they've gotten a huge number of claims for damages. Yesterday, the Water Authority could not say how many they've gotten. The deadline to file for help was midnight last night.
We got about 30,000. I'm not surprised based on the number of homes that are located in low-lying areas.
Brown says they've hired an outside firm to process and investigate some 22,000 claims so far. What went wrong? If it was the Water Authority or the city.
If there was a defect, we will negotiate a settlement with the resident.
During a break in the board meeting, we attempted to talk with Sue McCormick, the CEO. This is her last day on the job with the authority. No answers, no accountability with us. Sources have told us she stayed in her Lansing area home for a week after the June 26 pump failures and was asked to resign.
Sue, can I have a moment of your time, please?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, not right now. Yeah.
You don't have 5 minutes?
No, not right now, thank you.
The board appointing Water Authority Planning Officer Suzanne Coffey as interim CEO.
If someone's has resigned, then you've got to get someone else there acting as soon as possible. But we took several weeks to evaluate that.
And get this, McCormick remains on the payroll until September 28th as a consultant. In Detroit, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
New evidence tonight indicates the Delta variant is driving the spike of COVID-19 in Michigan. The state is reporting just under 2,800 new cases for yesterday and today. The average is about 1,400 a day. There are also 24 additional deaths. Half of those were identified during a review of vital records. All the key indicators are on the rise. 7% of the COVID tests in Michigan are now coming back positive, up 21% from last week. There have also been 60 new outbreaks, up nearly 50% from last week. The average daily number of cases is highest among those in the 20 to 29 age group at 162 a day. But we're told the case rate trends are increasing for all age groups right now. And like the rest of the country, it appears the Delta variant is the reason for that. The CDC says it has been present in 99% of the positive tests available for sequencing in Michigan over the past 4 weeks. Well, starting the 1st of October, some first-class mail will take longer to get to your mailbox. The United States Postal Service recently finalized the plan to slow down service as a way to cut costs. The move comes after USPS posted a $3 billion net loss in the second quarter of this year. It's part of a plan by the Postmaster General to cut $160 billion over the next decade. Also, August 29th, the price of a first-class postage stamp is increasing to 58 cents from 55 cents. We've been covering Metro Detroit's mail delays and disruptions for nearly a year now. So what's at stake for you and what remains a priority? 7 Action News reporter Darren Cunningham is taking an in-depth look at how this impacts you.
Hearing the news of an intentional slowdown in delivery service has some USPS customers thinking it's a step backwards.
They already call mail snail mail.
Now, some first-class mail and periodicals are going to arrive a little later in some instances. That's according to the United States Postal Service. The current 1 to 3 day service will lengthen to 1 to 5 days.
It's taken a long time already, so I'm not so sure that's going to be something new.
The USPS states, quote, most first-class mail, 61%, would stay at its current standard, and overall, 70% of first-class mail would be subject to a standard of 3 days or less, consistent with the current standards within the contiguous United States, end quote. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy proposed cuts back in March to save billions of dollars between now and 2031.
It's a government, it's a federal branch, like where you should be top service, not limited service. You know, everything is hurry up and wait nowadays.
The mail is already slow, that'll slow it up worse. A lot of people depend on the mail, a lot of people need the mail. So I think that'll be not a good thing.
To these kinds of concerns and comments, USPS states in the plan, quote, the comments do not present any compelling explanation for why adding a day or two to a minority of first-class mail and end-to-end periodicals volume would make postal services insufficiently speedy, let alone negate the benefits of enhanced reliability, cost-effectiveness, and financial stability that will inure to all, end quote. But some Metro Detroiters note a disruption in mail service during the pandemic, where they had to go pick up letters at the post office themselves.
They delivered packages, but not letters. It seemed like they came when they saw the water bill or the DT bill. That's when you got your rubber band full of mail.
What won't change? Package deliveries, and that includes prescription medications and food. Also, the USPS says delays generally impact mail that has a further distance to travel. Again, the changes are set to take effect October 1st. In Detroit, Darren Cunningham, 7 Action News.
And for a closer look at the price hikes and service slowdowns coming in the next few weeks, head to WXYZ.com. Still to come, another sign of normalcy